Q by Q5 load planning software from Magic Logic. Welcome to our demo on orientations. Today we will show you how you can influence the positioning of products in containers. Here we see a simple example. It is comprised of two different products, shown here in purple and orange. You will note that Q by Q has maximized the container volume by loading the purple product in two different orientations. Flat and also tipped on its end, which you can see at the front of the container. However, it is often the case that products cannot be tipped or tilted, even though it can help when fitting more of them into the container. In this case, let's assume that the purple product can only be loaded flat. We control this on a per product basis, so let's look at the product in detail. With the purple product highlighted in the grid, click on the Products tab at the top of the screen. Here you can see the Products Orientations tab. There are always 6 rows shown in this grid, which represent the 6 possible orientations in which the product can be placed. From the top, this is as follows. 1. The product is loaded flat, with its length along the length of the container, its width across the width of the container, and its height is vertical. 2. The product is loaded flat, but it is turned 90 degrees so that its length is across the width of the container. These two orientations are almost always allowed, and are good values for products which cannot be tipped or flipped. Click in any of the rows to control the loading rules for each orientation. Here you can see that we are able to allow or disallow each one individually. This gives you very good control over how the load is built. The graphic on the right will update to show you the orientation you are modifying. Now let's modify the orange product to remove the first two orientations. Simply click on the checkboxes to toggle their value. Here the first two and last two are unchecked, which means those orientations will not be allowed when Q by Q loads this product. As you can see, this means that only orientations 3 and 4 can be used. Note that orientation 3 represents the product tipped on its face, so that its length is pointing to the sky. You can see this in the graphic on the right. And orientation 4 is related to 3. The product is tipped on its face, but then also turned 90 degrees. Let's now see how this affects the load. After any change to product data, it is important to remember that you need to re-optimize the load to take them into account. Click the Optimize button to have Q by Q rebuild the load. As you can see, the changes have quite a big effect on the product's orientation. The orange products are now loaded only on their sides, which is the restriction we just added. Note that this also affects the purple products, as the optimizer now tries to make them fit with the orange products as best it can. But because the purple products can be loaded both flat and also on end, you can see that the optimizer has still found a good fit. Now let's make the orientations on the purple product more restrictive. Let's say that this product cannot be tipped on its face. We do this by unchecking the allowed boxes for the relevant orientations like this. So now you can see we're only allowing this product to be loaded flat, either turned like this or like this. Again, we must remember to re-optimize to account for the changes we just made to the product. And this is the result. As you can see, now all our purple products are loaded flat only, and then orange products are loaded on end only. Now let's make the orange product loadable flat as well as on its face, so we can look at some other rules. Re-optimize. And here are our results. A very nice looking container with great volume usage and easy to physically load. Additional loading rules are available for each orientation. Let's look at the on top rule. This tells Q by Q that this product in this orientation must be loaded only on the top of other products or itself. In other words, no other product can be resting on top of this one. Let's set this rule for the first two orientations. This means that whenever this product is loaded flat, it will only be stacked on itself or on top of other products. re-optimize the load. And here's the result. As you can see, the orange product is now on top of the purple product. Let's swap the rule so that the orange product is now on floor only. This means that it will not stack on other products. It will only be loaded on the floor of the container or on itself. You know what we need to do now. And this is the result. So the orange product is now on the floor of the container, and the purple product is stacked on top of it where necessary. These rules can be combined in very powerful ways to give you a great deal of control on how your products are loaded. It provides you with a very easy and quick way to ensure that you are loading your products in a safe manner. Some good examples of where this is useful might be keeping fragile items on the top of the load so they are not crushed, keeping very heavy items low to the bottom of the container so that the load is more stable, keeping items level that must not be tipped or tilted. In fact, you can model extremely complex requirements in this way. Imagine a glass tabletop that, when loaded flat, cannot bear any weight. You can set it to be a top-only product when loaded flat, but perhaps when loaded on its side, it can be placed anywhere in the container. Setting flexible rules in this way can really help in maximizing your container utilization without risking damage to your shipment. That completes our overview of Q/Q's orientation rules. Thank you for watching. Everyone here at Magic Logic hopes you find our software useful. Thank you for watching this demo of Q/Q's orientation rules. If you would like any further information, please contact us via email using support@magiclogic.com.